Welcome along to Facebook Live. It's terrific to be back in the Northeast, a sporting hotbed and a stacked show for all of us to enjoy. Let's get over to Craig Stephen to get things started.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring from Yorkshire, Adam Jones.
Early doors here in Newcastle, but there's been a buzz around the city all week. First up, here's a very, very tough road warrior type from Steffi Bull's camp, Adam Jones. He's 25. He's got a patchy record, but it's a record that deceives you. He can cause an upset, and he is as tough as they come.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Cheshire, here comes Jake Haigh.
One of our budding prospects entering the building behind, well, one of the legends of modern boxing in Ricky Hatton. It's his charge, Jake Haigh. He's at 9-0, the 23-year-old tall super middleweight, and he'll be looking to shine tonight. But it could be a hard match, this, against Jones, who never gives anyone an easy night, and that's what Ricky Hatton knows all about. He's an expert of the game, and he will know how tough Jones will be here tonight.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen in attendance here at ringside, and a very warm welcome to our viewers. You join us live on Sky Sports Facebook and YouTube channels. Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, very proud to bring you a fantastic evening of championship boxing from the Metro Radio Arena here in Newcastle upon Tyne. We're proudly sponsored by William Hill, StubHub and JD Sports. This is 6 3-minute rounds in the super middleweight division. Our timekeeper, Mr. Tony Dunkerley. Referee in charge for this one, Mr. Ron Kearney. Introducing in the red corner. He wears the sky blue shorts, weighed in at 12 stone 3 pounds. Comes to the ring in his 48th professional contest. In 47, this man has never been stopped. From Denby, Maine, Yorkshire, Adam Jones. And in the blue corner, wearing black shorts with white trim, official weight 12 stone 1 pound. He brings a perfect record. 9 contests, 9 wins, 3 wins inside the distance. From Macclesfield, Cheshire, Jake Haigh.
Good, Jake, look at him. Obey my commands at all times. Keep them heads out, keep them punches up. I want a good, clean contest. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, come out. Boxing on the first bell. Let's go.
For the first round.
Entering double professional fighting figures here tonight, Macclesfield's Jake Haigh. He's a useful type, undefeated prospect, in with the hardened Adam Jones, who's only won 8 of his 47, but it just, Matt, as so often with these guys, never tells the story. Whenever we see him, it's pretty much every week, he gives value for money, doesn't he?
Without a doubt. I mean, we expect Adam Haigh to win and get a few rounds and learn a bit, but you can never look past Jones. You know, he's very experienced, knows how to look after himself, and I'm sure he'll make Adam Haigh work.
Yep, he's never been stopped. He's mandatory actually for the vacant Central Area title. It'd be great if he could win something like that. He deserves it. Body shots being swapped between the two. Ricky Hatton over in that blue corner assessing his youngster. against one of the guys that he respects in boxing.
Yeah, and Ricky building a nice camp there now up in Manchester, really settled into the training role really well. Speaking to him earlier today, and he's really enjoying it. Great boxing brain, and Haigh takes a body shot there, but took it well.
He's so tall at 6'3". Here's Haigh, lanky figure. As a super middleweight, he weighed 12-1 last night. 12-3 Jones from Dennerby. Can really handle himself in there, Jones. He's hard to hit cleanly, but he always comes forward as well, looking for openings himself. And he loves causing the upset. Good left hook as well. Haigh back with a combination of his own. That was a nice left hand.
Yeah, nice combination there from Jones, working the body and switching the attack upstairs. Haigh, for me, would like to, I think the uppercut would be a good shot for him, just as particularly, as Jones kind of rolls and ducks and dives and comes in looking for the body. If he can kind of walk him onto an uppercut, that'd be a good shot for Haigh.
He landed one just as you said that, and he goes back to hunting downstairs, but Jones is always pressing forward. He's so difficult to get under control and to back up. The thing he lacks, Adam Jones, is power. Only 2 stoppage wins through the career that goes back to 2012. But he's never been halted.
No, very experienced, knows his way around the ring. Haigh landed a nice chopping right hand there, but there's the uppercut that we're talking about.
Good defense, though, from Jones, who started this well. Looking to catch Haigh with a right hand, and tit for tat, that one.
Good round here. Tough, innit? He's going to keep marching. He's going to keep marching forward all day long. So I want you from that centre of the ring, Jake.
Yeah.
He's going to come marching in all day long. So I want stiff backhands, stiff 1-2s, and stiff jabs. Toss him a few little jabs, vary the jab. More often than not.
The words of Ricky Hatton, and the ironic thing is that Adam Jones has a tattoo of Hatton Mayweather.
It's going to be an hard night for us. We can make it easy by holding that centre.
I think he really looks up to Ricky. Well, we all do, don't we?
Yeah, he was an idol, wasn't he? A real icon back in the day. I think any fighter that liked to come forward and work the body was a Ricky Hatton fan.
Out, round 2.
Here's the second, the black and white trunks and boots of Jake Haigh from Macclesfield. Trained and promoted by Ricky Hatton. He's got a winning record so far. Been in with Darryl Sharp, Anthony Fox, who we saw the last week against Danny Dignam, giving him a real scrap. In with another hard man in Adam Jones, in fight number 48 for Jones, and no signs of slowing down at the relatively young age of 25.
Yeah, nice short right hand, left hook combination from Haigh as Jones walked in, and he's looking to throw the right hook around the gloves of Jones, which he's landed effectively several times in this round already. But Jones landing a lovely 1-2-3 straight punch combination down the middle, knocking the head back of Haigh. Tit for tat fight here so far.
As we thought it might be, and a nice body shot again from Adam Jones. Swelling by Jake Haigh. Left eye as he tries to wield in his own body shots, but sometimes he's not quite composed, and the more compact looking fighter at the moment is Jones.
Yeah, I agree, Adam, that's the right word, compact. Nice, landing a lovely double left hook there, starting with the body, finishing upstairs. Sometimes he's a little bit flimsy with his punches, and Jones, who's staying nice and tight and compact, as you say, is coming through the middle.
He looks strong, doesn't he, Jones? And it's that added experience. Even though he's lost plenty, he's been in with better fighters as a professional. He's seasoned, and Haigh's going to have his work cut out tonight.
Yep, he's going to have to earn his win here tonight. Jones walking forward, hands nice and high. Defenses are good. Haigh having to work for the openings. Like to see a few more feints out of him.
Both missing there. Just a slap, a cuff from Haigh with the right hand. Tries a body shot, but he's not really getting a lot of meat into these punches, and Jones continually charges him down. He doesn't mind taking a few as he comes in.
Yeah, and he's pretty good at deflecting the shots too, Adam. He is getting caught, but he's, you know, he's half riding the shots, semi-blocking some of them.
Better body shot from Haigh. He's got some support who've travelled to Newcastle. For Jones, it's life on the road. Another fight, another payday. But he's loved, isn't he, by promoters, by managers. They'll always give him work.
Yep, the sport would be lost without the likes of Adam Jones, who, you know, when someone pulls out in the fight, looks like it's in jeopardy of happening at all, and someone like Adam Jones takes the call, takes the fight short notice and saves the day.
Body shot there. Tries to drill the right hand through Haigh. There's obvious skills from Jake Haigh, but it's hard in there. How are you scoring this? It's close, isn't it?
I think very close. You know, the first round I scored even. You know, I could nearly have scored that round even, but I thought Adam Jones had the better of the first minute and a half. You see him landing those lovely 1, 2, 3 straight down the middle, snapping the head back of Haigh. Haigh come on a little bit then towards the end, landed a nice right hack hook on the bell, but I think that Jones probably had the better overall in the round.
Corners 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 3.
There is the Mayweather Hatton tattoo on the chest of Adam Jones from Dennerby. Won his last one against Jamal Ledoux, who was an unbeaten prospect. Has lost plenty, but on points, been in with the likes of Jack Arnfield, Andrew Robinson, Luke Keeler. And now Jake Haigh is finding out about tough life as a pro. Probably nicked that last one, though.
Yeah, this is better from Haigh now at the start of the round here, looking to go to the body. Good body shots there from Jones. Good fight.
It is a good fight. Haigh coming off a narrow victory over Jarrett Doherty, and then Edgar Sneedser was slightly easier in Stoke-on-Trent, but he's been relatively inactive, so he needs the workout here. You need some zip and power, don't you, to detract Jones?
Yeah, I mean, he's walking forward, he's tough, he's got good defense, his hands are nice and high, he's pretty good at riding the shots, deflecting them. So, you know, you need to hit him with something meaningful to subdue him, really, to keep him in his place. Oh, nice. And that's the sort of shot we're talking about. A lovely right uppercut, right up the middle. Probably the cleanest punch of the fight so far that Haigh has landed.
Yep, sweet shot from Jake Haigh there, the right uppercut, but it seems just to have spurred Adam Jones back into life. But that's a lovely right hand, and this is far better from Haigh. Punch picking.
Good body shot.
Yeah, really nice stuff now. Combination, body and head. He's beginning to work out the way to find the gaps, the key to unlocking Adam Jones. That's sensible from Haigh.
We said, Adam, the uppercut probably be the punch for him, you know, with the shorter guy Jones coming in, slipping and rolling, looking to bob and weave his way onto the inside. The uppercut is the shot, really. Try and time him with the jab, measure him with the jab, and then time the uppercut. And lovely right, straight right hand down the middle.
So tough to hurt Jones, of course. And there's 3 stoppages on the Jake Haigh slate, but he is getting through more regularly now and cleaner. Jones still the fighting spirit and sucking up these body shots. This is great work from Haigh.
Good body shots here. They're really hurting Jones. You can see from his facial expression that he's feeling those.
Still he chucks out the leather though, Jones. But it's a harder round for the Dennerby man. Haig's best session, no doubt about that.
Yeah, good body shot there, really. Lifting him up with the right uppercut and then switching the attack downstairs. And there's that uppercut that we've seen that really snapped the head back. Good round from Jake Haigh. Lovely straight punching down the middle as well. Best round of the fight so far for him, without a doubt.
Taking shots, I get moving, I should be forward, keep moving forward. You're hearing me shout baby steps, you got to take that baby step yourself, bro, yeah? Well, half step in, bro, yeah?
Nice to see Kieran Farrell in the corner.
The jab in. You know what I mean? You land your combination, either move your head or finish on a jab before he can get back in on you. Drink. Come here.
Second down, round 4.
Farrell's brother Nathan turned professional this week. Great to see Farrell still involved in boxing after that terrible injury he suffered against Anthony Crolla. Good man. He actually was part of Ricky Hatton's promotional outfit, and now against him for one night only. Steffi Bull not around because he's got a show in Doncaster tonight, although he's got fighters here. That's what happens, Matt. You've been in that situation, haven't you?
Yeah, you're too thinly spread, you knew it.
I'm sure Steffi's watching this, though, tuning in from his home of Doncaster. I know he likes Adam a lot. So much respect, and it's easy to see why. Doing his job again, isn't he?
Yeah, and like you say, those tough old pros that pick up the phone, take a phone call, sorry, at short notice, take a fight, and often saves the whole card, really. Good body shots going in there from Jones. You know, he hasn't just come to survive, he's really took the fight to Jake Haigh. Had some really good success of his own, landed a nice right hand there on the inside, left hook.
It's a bit better this from Jones. Matt gave the first round even, but you don't know how the referee is seeing things. Haigh definitely a big winner in the third round.
Nice right hook there, round the back of the ear. He's landed that punch several times in this fight. Yeah, it's a close fight. You know, the first round I gave it 10-10. Second, edged it to Haigh, but, you know, it could easily have gone to Jones as well.
Good right to the body from Haigh. Trying to use the natural physical advantages he has, and the hand speed there. Just caught Jones as he came in. A little bit too quick for him there. But still, Jones sucks it up. Left hook on the inside. When's that uppercut coming back? Trying it.
Yeah, good right hook there from Haigh after some nice work from Jones on the inside. Nice left uppercut, short right hand through the middle. This is good work from Jones.
Good defense as well. That right hand just partially squeaking through. It's good on his fair, isn't it?
Nice right hand on the bell there from Jones. Yeah, another good round that ebbed and flowed. Tough competitive round. Both men having their moments.
Attack here, you know what I mean? But don't, even though we're using that high, I always want you to use your high, but don't have that head stood on a pedestal where it can get you in a big swing. Still have it moving. Whenever you land, finish on the jab. Or don't be scared sometimes. Whenever you throw your combination, just smother him, stick to yourself to him like glue to get a breather.
Second down, round 5.
Fifth round here, super middleweight division. So competitive, even domestically. George Groves, Callum Smith, they meet in the Super Series final in a few weeks' time. James DeGale, of course, the IBF champion. Chris Eubank Jr., Rocky Fielding. He's got the big shot against Tyrone Zoiga in July. After that, you've got the likes of John Ryder, Jamie Cox, Darryl Williams. There's so many for Jake Haigh to plot his path through.
Yeah, it's a fantastic division, and you know, Jake Haigh is certainly a considerable amount off that level just yet, but you know, he's progressing nicely. He's 9-0. This is a tough fight for him. Adam Jones really asking him some questions here, keeping the pressure on him, working him over head and body. Good work from Adam Jones.
Jones from the village of Denby, just outside Doncaster. Never been stopped. Shane Singleton, Gary Corcoran, John Ryder, Craig Cunningham, Zach Parker, Jack Arnfield all failed to do it. And I bet they all learned a great deal in their fights with Jones, and I'm sure Haigh is tonight.
Yeah, without that, Adam Jones, the type of guy that makes you work every second of every round. He's not there to survive. He comes forward, he keeps his hands nice and high, he fires back at you.
And he wins round, like the last one, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And you know, the round 2 and 3 were very close round. Every round's been competitive. He, you know, he's making Haigh work every second of every round. He's controlling the centre of the ring. He's coming forward. He's landed a nice left hook, right-hand combination there on the ropes. This is a competitive fight.
Did do 8 rounds last time, Haigh, but I'm not sure it's at this tempo. And he can't flag late on because Jones will pounce. He'll take advantage of that. He's used to the 6-round and 8-round distances, Jones. He is very physically fit. I mean, the quality with Haigh, just those single shots, definitely. But the attitude and the tenacity and the aggression and even sometimes the combinations with Jones.
Yeah, work rate, that nice right hand over the top of the jab there. He's controlling the pace, he's in the centre of the ring, which, you know, doesn't always mean you're winning the fight, but, you know, he's controlling the pace. He's walking Haigh down, trying to walk him down. Haigh landed some good body shots there too.
It's a gulp of air from Adam Jones. You don't often see that. Haigh is just trying to get that jab going, as Ricky Hatton was telling him in the corner. Nice right hand.
Lovely 1-2 down the middle. You know, and in a close round, that's the sort of combination that can maybe win the round for you.
Just that added touch of class that Haigh is showing us.
That was a bit closer.
When you're falling short, but when you're boxed in the centre, bro, yeah? It's the last round now, yeah? Put him on the back.
Yeah, this is Jones here showing that good kind of working head and body and finishing with the left kind of uppercut screw shot through the middle. And then there's a lovely right hook that we see that Jake Haigh has landed lovely all night long, but a 1-2 right down the middle there, really snapping the head back. Like we said, in a round where it's tit for tat and it's close, a combination like that to finish off is the sort of combination that can probably sway the round your way.
10 seconds. Seconds out for the 6th and final round.
Final round. It's been a good undercard battle, this. Jake Haigh and Adam Jones. Jake, who has a first-class degree in sports recovery, set up his own physio business. Maybe that's part of the reason that he hasn't fought that regularly. Ricky Hatton wants to change all of that. Looking to eke out a win here over Adam Jones, who got a victory last week, but he could struggle here with the scorecards.
Yeah, I think that Haigh is ahead slightly, but like, it is a close fight. Some of these rounds are very close. Just lands a nice right hand there, Jones. He's really going for it here. He must fancy that this is close. Haigh coming back with a nice right hook.
But Kieran Farrell told him to really apply the pressure in this final round, but Haig's matching him for punches. Really good watch. Referee Ron Kearney's hardly had to get involved at all.
No, really good fight. All 5 rounds have been very absorbing, very competitive. And the start of this round has been as good as the previous 5.
He hasn't had to land that uppercut. Trying again to get one through. Jones just a bit cuter, and look at the effort from the Doncaster man here. Steffi Bull, watching on Facebook Live, can be very proud again of his charge. He may not win every time, but I tell you what, I hope they take him down that central area route, get him a really big night, maybe at home, get him a belt. I think he deserves that.
Yeah, I think so too. He's certainly paid his dues. The amount of shows he's saved by being willing to step up and take fights at short notice. And like you say, comes in and really fights. He doesn't just survive. He doesn't just, you know, hide away and go into his shell. He comes out and really has a go, makes a real fight of it.
Just coming down towards the last minute of the final round here. Heads close. Both men must be feeling the pace. It has been non-stop. Those arms, those long arms of Haigh have worked very hard to try and subdue Jones's attacks.
Yeah, kind of coming into the last 30 seconds of the round now. Both guys looking to finish strong.
You and I know Ricky Hatton very well, and he'll be able to plot his path for Jake Haigh, but any advice you could give your old mate?
Yeah, well, I think he's doing the right thing. He's doing a good job with him. This is a good fight for him at this stage of his career. I think he's going to get the decision here. He's finishing strongly here in this last round, and it's been a learning fight. He's had to work very hard for 6 rounds. Adam Jones, very experienced, a few tricks of the trade. So this will have been a good fight at this stage in the career in Jake Haigh.
Adam Jones as competitive as ever, giving Jake Haigh a real workout in Newcastle tonight. Haigh's coach, and for us, he's done enough to keep his unbeaten record intact. The bell's going to go any second, and he finishes strongly, Haigh. That's good. Job done. Raises his hand aloft. Might not have won every round, but I'm sure he did more than enough on Ron Kearney's card. And Adam Jones, well, a week after a win, is as tough and as difficult to shift as ever in probable defeat.
Yeah, very rugged, very tough. Defensively, a lot better than he probably gets credit for. He deflects and blocks a lot of those shots. And, you know, he's got some good variety in punch selection himself, works the body well, throws a nice left uppercut. Yep, nice right hands over the top. And a really, really good learning fight for Jake Haigh after only 9 fights. This is his 10th.
Mike Jackson there alongside Ricky, and a very happy Jake Haigh. They've got to keep him busy. He is only 23. But I think activity's the way forward. Let's find out officially.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ron Kearney brings both boxers together. We go to the referee score totals. 59 points to 56 points. The winner, still undefeated from Macclesfield, Jake Haigh.
Well, that's nice from Ron Kearney to give Adam Jones something there by 3, the right winner in Jake Haigh, but it was a really tough fight.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of competitive rounds. He made him work for every second of every round, and the right winner, you know, Jake Haigh certainly won the fight, but Adam Jones definitely played his part in what was a competitive and an absorbing fight.
The celebratory photo with Mike Jackson, Ricky Hatton and Jake Haigh. We saw Ricky on Thursday at Brendan Ingles' funeral. Really good to have him there alongside Billy Graham and Kerry Kays, even though Junior Witter was, of course, his arch rival. He is a boxing man through and through, Ricky Hatton, and he's got a useful prospect there in Jake Haigh. Let's see how far he will climb up the super middleweight rankings. Enjoyed that, was good.
Yeah, it was an absorbing fight, very competitive. Adam Jones certainly made Jake Haigh work every second of every round, showed some good body shots, some good body work, and it was an absorbing and enjoyable fight.
And we're going to get plenty more on this packed night here in Newcastle. And the big names you're coming your way as well. Here's Craig Stephen.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring from Croatia, Ivan Njegac.
And here is Ivan Njegac from Zagreb in Croatia. Njegac has won 10 of 15, the 25-year-old. Mostly at home, but he's a decent enough type and a young man who we're looking forward to seeing.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making a landmark appearance in a boxing ring, three-weight world champion, the Rickster, Ricky Burns.
35 years old now, the three-weight world champion Ricky Burns, such a popular figure, and the 50th appearance now, man, is some achievement in itself.
Yeah, great achievement, especially in this modern era. You don't see so many fighters now, having 50 professional bouts now. You just don't see it anymore. One time it was the norm, but you don't see that very often these days.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in the Metro Radio Arena. We're on Sky Sports, Facebook and YouTube channels. Eddie Hearn is very proud to bring you 6 3-minute rounds in the super lightweight division. Our timekeeper, Tony Dunkley. Our referee, Mr. Ron Kearney. Introducing, in the red corner, wearing blue and white shorts with red trim, weighing in at 10 stone 1 pounds. From 15 contests, 10 wins, 3 inside the distance, 5 defeats. This man has never been stopped. From Zagreb, Croatia, Ivan Njegac. And across the ring in the blue corner, wearing red, white and blue, weighing in 9 stone 11 pounds 3 ounces. From 49 contests, 41 wins, 14 inside the distance. Tonight he reaches a milestone as a half-centurion. He is a three-weight world champion from Coatbridge, the fighting pride of Scotland, the Rickster, Ricky Burns!
Okay, Ivan, come on. Okay, boys, listen to me. Be on my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Keep them heads out. Keep them punches up. I want to go clean contest. Touch gloves. Come out boxing on the bell. Let's go.
For the first round.
First appearance since October the 7th last year when he lost to Anthony Crolla for Ricky Burns. 2018 and still going strong. The Coatbridge man who turned way back in 2001 and looked like he was a domestic level fighter. I tell you what, write these guys off at your peril. A three-weight champion, the only one Scotland's ever produced, and an absolute pleasure to have been around. How much ambition is left for Ricky Burns? He's in with Ivan Njegac, who he should deal with. It should be a rust-shedding exercise. Nejac's won 10 of 15, but he's lost on 5 occasions, and he shouldn't really give Burns any trouble at all here, Matt.
No, we wouldn't expect to see that, would we? We should be simply about shaking the rust, getting some ring time, getting back with the win, and seeing what he's got left.
And what has he got left? Many were calling for him to retire after the Julius Indongo defeat. It was fairly wide and comprehensive, but he didn't want any of it. He took on Crolla. It was a good fight, if not a classic. I think he wanted the rematch in Glasgow. That hasn't materialised. So he's still plotting a path to yet another world title opportunity. Is it too late, or Will Burns get another shot?
Yeah, I do wonder. I mean, Ricky Burns turned pro around the same time as me, and you know, I'm just coming up
And
to
you're ancient.
and I'm very ancient, and I'm just coming up to over 2 years retired now, and happily retired. And it makes me wonder. I wonder what ambition has he got. He's won a world title in 3 weight divisions, and like you say, it's not someone that turned pro out in the Olympics with a lot of hype. He really has gone on and achieved above and beyond his wildest dreams. So it makes you wonder. I wonder what really is he fighting for now? What has he got left to prove?
And what can Njegac prove here? All but one of his wins have come at home in Croatia, but he did get a victory over Raheem Noble, who was 9-0 at the time at the York Hall Bethnal Green, so he's capable enough. But will he find a way to get past that excellent jab, that authoritative jab of Ricky Burns, which has held him in such good stead through his career?
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular, is there? But it's just so solid.
So solid, does the basics really well, and you know what he has that is so easy to underestimate in Ricky Burns? He's a real fighting heart, tough as nails, super fit, very well conditioned fighter, as strong in the 12th round as he is in the first, and like I say, very easy to underestimate his toughness. He's got those boyish good looks, but he can really dig in and, you know, find something extra when he has to.
Closer. Yeah, because you're throwing punches and your feet are too far away and he's just stepping back. So what I do, bring your feet in, use that jab in my hand, and then as he backs off, bring your feet in closer to him, you know what I mean? Start working underneath as well, with not all leg shot. Use the jab, put the right hand underneath, close the room off on him because he's moving around anyway, getting back onto the ropes, and then you can dig the body shots, the head shots in. You've got to back him up onto the ropes, all right?
Expert trainer Tony Sims in Ricky's corner these days. They've had a good relationship over the last few years since he was with Billy Nelson for so long. He wasn't like Darren Barker, was he? He didn't go all the way through with Tony. He just needed a change. He needed to be down in London, away from Glasgow.
Yeah, and I think it was his coming into the second round here, but I think it was his sort of the second phase of his career. He's almost had to say he could probably divide his career into 2 parts: the Glasgow, the Billy Nelson phase, and then the Tony Sims phase. And like you say, sometimes you can just get a little bit stale, and maybe that's what he felt. But I think when he went to Tony Sims, there was a real buzzing gym down there, Kevin Mitchell and all the lads, and he seemed to really benefit from that.
Wearing the stars and stripes, the Rocky shorts, and what a Rocky story it's been for Ricky Burns. Remember him scraping past Yusuf Al-Hamidi, who was the part-time ice cream salesman and journeyman. In the next fight, he went and beat Rocky Martinez and became a world champion in Glasgow. Roman Martinez, the WBO champion. He was down in the first round, but as you said, that engine, that toughness brought him through at the Kelvin Hall, and that was the first of many world championships.
Yeah, that was a great performance from the stars aligned from that night. I think, was it Rocky Martinez who had him down, the Puerto Rican, in the first round? Really crippling body shot, but he got up, got back into the fight, and ended up winning the fight really well in the end. And it was actually Rocky Martinez who was knackered towards the end of the fight, and it was Ricky Burns who came on strong, and that was such a special night in the career of Ricky Burns.
10 years older than Ivan Njegac here, our visitor from Croatia, in the white and blue shorts with the red waistband, white boots. He's got 3 knockouts in his 10 wins, but really just plots his work and fare back in Croatia. This is a whole huge leap in levels, and a right uppercut from Burns, who's just starting to find his range again. Looks fit and well, doesn't he? Even at 35, unsurprising that.
Yeah, and I think he's lived a good life. I don't think he's burnt the candle in between fights. You know, he's stayed in the gym and he's stayed grounded, but he's always had a fantastic engine. But you just wonder, at some point in your career, you do get past the 35 mark, up around there, the mid-30s, and you have had a lot of fights. It's all miles on the clock.
Especially at super lightweight. You know, he went down to lightweight to fight Crawler. Now he's more comfortable at 10 stone, but still, it's a lighter weight, and at 35, you know, the legs could start going, but he looks in terrific nick.
Yeah, he does. I suppose we won't really find out in this fight. You know, we won't be, it's not probably until he's in a tougher fight and he has to kind of dig a little deeper and we see what he's got. But, you know, it's a lovely body shot there. Nice right hook to the head.
Yep, decent combination there from Burns. Njegac took it well. He's very mobile on the move, keeping out of trouble. And turns southpaw, just trying to alter things in there. And a little burst too from the Croatian visitor.
Lovely body shot going in there, just lifted the head up of Njegac, right uppercut and then left hook combination to the body. See it again. And then finishing up top with a right hook.
Yeah? Just keep your feet a little bit closer.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, go behind the double jab, go in behind the double jab, and then get them little shots off underneath and around the sides, alright? You alright, Rick?
It'd be different if he came to have a go, but he's just up on that line.
Yeah, that's why you've got to close him down and crack him up. Once he's on the ropes, he can't move anywhere.
Yeah, as the voice of experience, Ricky Burns saying it would be good if he gave it a go, but he's just shut up shop. I'm looking down the record. I can't remember the last time Ricky Burns was in a 6-rounder. It must have been an age ago, but he just has to tick these rounds off. This is number 388 in a career that has spanned 17 years.
Yeah, Ricky Burns is very used to guys actually really trying to win. You know, he's been fighting at such a high level for so long, consistently now. It's been a long time since he's been in there against, you know, an opponent, a guy that's really in there to survive and give you some rounds.
On the flip side, Ivan Njegac has only been boxing since the spring of 2015. Lost his last couple in Finland and in Belgium. He's been to Poland, as we said, here at the York Hall. He's also boxed in Glasgow, where he was beaten by Scotty Cardle, who's in the front row tonight alongside his dad.
Yeah, Scotty Cardle looking to get back in action, probably here to watch Lewis Ritson, although I'm not sure a rematch is on the horizon anytime soon.
Yep, that was a strange one, wasn't it? It was a Cardle we never expected. It came out like a whirlwind, and Ritson covered up, took a couple, and then took him out. So it was a bit kamikaze that night, but maybe Cardle felt that was his opportunity. I've just glanced at John Ryder, who's ringside, and stablemate, of course, of Ricky Burns. Many fighters around the venue tonight because there's some really good 50-50 fights.
I think it's a great card, and I was looking down the sheet earlier in the week, and you know, the Lewis Ritson Paul Highland fight, I'm really looking forward to that. I expect Ritson to win, but you know, Highland's coming off a good win against Stephen Ormond, even though a lot of people felt Ormond won that fight. Nonetheless, you know, he's coming off a really competitive fight, and you know, Lewis Ritson is in the form of his life. I mean, he's probably the breakout fighter of the year.
Totally agree. Terrific few months he's had, Lewis Ritson, coming out of the shadows under the lights. Also Dave Allen, Jordan Gill, Tommy Coyle, the new Commonwealth champion, all at ringside, and they're at ringside early, which is a good sign. And I think a lot of people have got a soft spot for Ricky Burns after what he's been through, the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations. I mean, remember, he lost to Alex Arthur. He was down 3 times against Carl Johansson at British level. You never thought he'd go on to achieve what he did. But he's got a steely resistance. Heads bumping together. He won't complain, Ricky.
Yeah, not just tough inside the ring, but he's been showing real character outside the ring, to persevere, to pick himself up from setbacks, you know, to keep coming on and, you know, to achieve what he's achieved. It's been a fantastic story.
Don't hand that goal.
Keep working his body, Rick.
He headed me out my tongue.
Huh? Yeah. Rick, Keep working that body now, left hook in the body there. You've got to back him up a little bit. Gloves nice and high. Walk him down.
Working the jab well there. Took it up nicely. Ricky Burns always had a great defense, and he's always thrown a brilliant left hook to the body, really sinking that one in behind the elbows. Head's kind of coming together there, using his forearm as well. Kind of grimaced there. I'm not sure what happened. Was it another bang of heads? Yeah. Wanted to catch his teeth, or did he bite his tongue maybe?
10 seconds.
It's painful in there, isn't it?
Yeah. As Ricky Haigh used to say, it's not a tickling contest.
Second half of this six-rounder. Just a marking time fight for Ricky Burns. First appearance of 2018. It's the second for Ivan Njegac, his opponent here, who went the distance with the prospect Jesse Haigh in Belgium and lost over 10 rounds. So we expect him to last the course here. I'm not sure Burns will want to force the stoppage victory. He'd be keen to get 6-3 minutes under his belt. Nothing like being in the ring, actually, rather than sparring again, is there?
No, without a doubt, there's it's match fitness or fight fitness. It's so you can do all the rounds of the world sparring, but you've got to get in there under the bright lights, and there's nothing quite like it.
Those nights when he beat Nicky Cook and Michael Katsidis, Paulus Moses, Kevin Mitchell, of course, great win in 4 rounds. Then he had that really tough one against Jose Gonzalez when he was behind and came back. Ray Beltran, very controversial, broke his jaw. Terence Crawford, that defeat on points. But it doesn't look bad at all now, does it?
No, not at all. When you see what Terence Crawford has gone on to do and what he's probably going to go on to do from here, it's not a bad result whatsoever.
He's gone up, and the big fights at welterweight. Where are they going to come at super lightweight? Because it's so packed with talent, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think Mikey Garcia is in and around there. He's up lightweight, then he's up welterweight. He's going to come down to super lightweight. He's probably one of the standout fighters there. I don't think Lomachenko will go up again. I don't think so. I think lightweight against Linares was a big jump up in weight, and he went for that super fight against Linares. But I'd be surprised if he stepped up again. But I think Mikey Garcia could end up being the standout fighter at super lightweight.
Totally agree. But Garcia could, of course, meet Vasil Lomachenko, the WBA champ, the brilliant WBA champ who's out injured at the moment. I think Mikey Garcia is going to fight Robert Easter. Ray Beltran's the WBO champion. I'm not sure Ricky Burns is up there in that league anymore.
No, I don't think so. You've got to be careful as we get older as well. Your mind starts writing checks that your body can't cash anymore. And it's not nice to admit it or accept it, but we all get old, and our bodies can't quite do what they what they were once able to do.
Swelling by the left eye of Njegac as he turns southpaw, probably to just protect himself a little bit more from the left side, switching, just closing slightly that left eye. Might have been a clash of heads. It's got physical in there at times, but yeah, it's about plotting Burns' path, or whether he does have another fight with an Anthony Crolla. There is talk of the World Super Series for Burns as well. That might not be a bad move.
No, it'd be a great tournament to go out on. I mean, I think when you get near the end of your career, you start to think about your exit strategy. You don't want to go on too long. And you know, I know he had the fight with Crolla. I thought that maybe that would be it, but you know, he wants to go again.
I thought it might be in Dongo. When did you feel that the end was nigh, or you wanted to sort of start, you know, winding down, if you can, in the ring?
Yeah, I think after maybe Golovkin, I think I probably would have retired if I didn't have the other fight agreed with HBO, my comeback fight agreed with HBO. So I got that back, had that fight, come back with a win. Not a great performance, but it was a win. And then there was talk of perhaps the Felix Stern rematch, which I thought, yeah, there's even more miles on his clock than mine, so that would be a good fight. And it just gets you thinking, it just keeps you sucked into this boxing drug. It doesn't let you go. And, you know, it took me, I went out on, I think, a 4 or 5 fight winning streak, but I kind of knew, looking back now, I think I was probably on the decline after Martinez.
Now there's a problem here in the corner. I'm not sure he wants to go on here. Njegac, he doesn't, he's pulled out. Maybe it is the problem with the eye or something else, or maybe it was just getting a little hot in there. Ricky Burns makes a successful comeback, another comeback really, after the defeats to Julius Indongo and Anthony Crolla. Of course, we all expected him to come out absolutely unscathed. He didn't quite get the rounds he wanted, but he got a few of them, and he will once again try and climb the ladder to a big title shot. What happened there with Njegac?
I'm not sure. He didn't look like he was going to get stuck. I think the eye was definitely causing him a little problem. It was swelling up, but I didn't expect him to not come out for the next round.
Well, he'd never been stopped before, so a strange one. He'd been 10 rounds, as we said, on his last fight against Petit Jean. He'd been 8 with Jarkko Pukkanen, but yeah, this is a level up. 4 or 5 levels up probably with Ricky Burns. Job done for Ricky. He's back, and Eddie Hearn will try and maneuver him into another big fight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a referee, Ron Kearney, will bring together both boxers. At the start of round number 5, a referee accepts the retirement of the red corner. Therefore, the winner, the fighting pride of Scotland, the Rickster, Ricky Burns.
No reason given, accepting the retirement. So, no real clear idea, but I think we got the idea that it was a game, few rounds, but he'd had enough. Ricky Burns, victorious as expected. 50 fights now. How much ambition, how much drive is there in Ricky's body still? He's still smiling. He's alongside Eddie Hearn and Tony Sims, and Andy will get a word with him.
Unbelievably, he's just told me that when he put it on Twitter, 50 not out, people thought he was 50 years old. You don't look 50, Ricky. Congratulations, a monumental landmark. But in your eyes, is there plenty left in the tank? Is there more ambition in you?
No, do you know, 100%. Do you know, me and Tony, we spoke about this, obviously this whole camp. Do you know, I've always said myself, and Tony said it, if we didn't think that I had anything left to give, then I wouldn't be in the gym training alongside like, all the youngsters, as Tony calls them. And obviously in the gym, great bunch of lads, but do you know what I mean, I'm the oldest in the gym. But I feel as if it's bringing out the best in me as well, because obviously it's a good form of competing, if you know what I mean. Chasing the youngsters around the track, and same when you're sparring, they're out trying to set about you, so it keeps me on my toes.
I've never heard you call anybody out, but you've got an opportunity here. If you could pick one fight, who would it be?
Sure. I've seen, obviously, after the last fight against Crolla, I've watched it back a couple of times, and I know that it's not likely to happen, but if it was up to me, that'd be the fight that I would want out all of them. I know there was a couple of names mentioned. Again, I'll just leave it up to them. Eddie knows my views that I will fight whoever they put in front of me. Obviously, Tony knows how much I get in the gym. I came in lighter than expected yesterday at the weigh-in, and you know, we were talking, we would have been ready to do the 12 rounds if need be tonight. So I'll leave it up to them, and we'll take it from there, but definitely a few big nights left in me, aye.
If people would have told you what you would achieve in this 17-year pro career, would you have believed them?
So, when I first turned pro, obviously I never set out with any goals or anything like that. My attitude's still the same as it was then. We just take it one fight at a time, and you know, I still don't really take it all in. I don't think I really, until eventually when I decide to call it a day and I look back, that'll be when I'll maybe say, aye, I done all right. But for now, get a couple of weeks off, I'll be back in the gym, just waiting to get word of what's happening next, but fingers crossed we can get a good one.
Halfway to your 100 fights, well done.
Not bad, Matt, for a young man who I think for about a decade of his boxing career still had a job in a sports store. Incredible, really.
Oh, fantastic story. And I remember seeing Ricky Burns there. I think it was on BBC, and it was said, remember the name Ricky Burns, and I was looking to turn pro, and I think it was his second fight, so it might have been his pro debut, I can't even remember. I turned pro a couple of months later, and yeah, he turned pro, no big aspirations, no huge amateur pedigree, And to think of what he's gone on to achieve, Scotland's only ever three-weight world champion. Some of the big nights he's had an absolutely fantastic career. And when he does sit back and look on and sort of reminisce on it all, he'll be very, very proud.
It has been a wonderful career, and maybe still more ahead, plenty more ahead. That's the end of Facebook Live, but join us at 7 o'clock on Sky Sports Action for this huge show from Newcastle.
I'm ready.